The focus of this video is Standard 3, which is related to the facilitation of learning by creating, using, evaluating, and managing effective learning environments. The WebQuest site I created in EdTech 502 is designed for high school economics students and applies the WebQuest approach to research to guide students into their learning about common access resources and threats to sustainability. It is an interactive environment which ensures that learners are actively engaged with the research. For the unit of instruction in EdTech 506, I have selected resources and processes based on graphic design principles. I created 3-lesson unit for my economics students following the theories and best practices in graphic design for learning. The EdTech 506 course made me more aware of the significance of visual stimuli for learning, especially valid when the learning environment is a technology-enhanced online environment. In the worked screencast example, I created a tutorial for economics students demonstrating to them how to draw economic diagrams in Google Doc as a dynamic tutorial showing the process of drawing is the best tool for learning how to work with apps. Such tutorials are very useful in the online course I teach, and I often use them in my work to facilitate students' learning and support them in their engagement with the online course. Some of the projects I created required the use of primary research such as surveys to collect data. An example of this is my ID project part 1, in which I had to establish the needs of the learners from training in primary research for extended testing in economics. The idea for this project came from the challenges which primary research presents to economics students when they embark onto the extended essay process. I would like to believe that in my work, I always foster a learning environment guided by ethical practices. A good example of ethical practice is the Virtual Tour of Beijing website, for the creation of which I used photos and a blog created by my husband. I have not only acknowledged that, but also have made it very clear that the photographs are copyrighted and should not be reproduced without permission. The opportunity to experiment with creating my own websites from scratch and to explore the possibilities of other learning environments such as Google Sites and course sites alongside with the skills I gained in instructional design have broadened my horizon of career options, as instructional design is something I'd like to get more involved with in the future. Those skills improve the way in which I approach the review of the online courses I currently teach and will support better learning outcome for the students.